Hey guys, it's Helen. Welcome back. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this one, you guys. I found something at the farmer's market, well, at our weekly Thursday market that I could not believe. What? So they've already been acclimating for 7 days, and now I'm going to repot it because I'm a little bit worried about how the root looks. So I was browsing the Thursday market, and usually there's really not much that comes that they have. They have all the regular stuff like flowers and pothos and, you know, things that I can find at a regular gardening store. So I browsed it. It was the same old, nothing special. So I decided to take Lucas to the park nearby, and so we played for a couple hours, and then I came back and thought I saw a bug. And I spotted the pink princess, and I was like, no way, I'm dreaming. I couldn't believe it. So I asked the guys how much it was for one, and guess how much he said? It was 30 euros for a giant plant like this. It's got at least three in this pot. It's so crazy. 30 euros. I tried to get a discount. I tried to get a discount for two. I was like, how much for two? And the guy wouldn't budge because he said it was already a really cheap price. But you know, you always gotta try to bargain at these markets. I was watching Kaylee Ellen. I watch her, and one of her videos she was saying, like, when she finds a plant that she really likes, she likes to buy two just in case one dies. And I was like, yes, I do the same thing. So, you know, I had to buy two just in case. Besides, they were like all toppling over, and I didn't know whether they were gonna, I didn't know how the root system looked. But I mean, it looks okay. It doesn't look that bad. Here, I'll show you. Didn't look that bad. I thought it was a lot more rotten than it actually is. And when I bought it, it had been like super watered, and it was super moist and soggy. So I was a little bit afraid that they were already like rotting. Plus they wouldn't stand up. So I'm like trying to acclimate these in my house, and they're like toppling over every time something hits the table. So I was like dying to repot them. Anyway, the guy was trying to explain to me, like, trying to hype up the plant, and I was like, I know, buddy. He was telling me that he just bought it for his collection too, because he couldn't believe that, you know, they carried it. Isn't it crazy? I think I lucked out a lot finding it in my local market. Like, I browse. I mean, I watch Kaylee Ellen all the time, so I'm like always envious of these rare plants, but I don't really buy them. Like, of course I can go on Etsy and, you know, buy them from, you know, people nearby who are selling cuttings, but I don't know, I'm a little scared of, you know, getting scammed, really. Anyway, I mean, this morning I just bought a Thai constellation, so I'm super excited about getting that in the mail. That's the first one that I ever bought off of Etsy. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe if it goes well, maybe I'll start buying more rare plants on Etsy. I don't know. I mean, I was also afraid to get started because, you know, once you start, you can't stop, right? Who else is like that? I'm like, ooh, that looks nice. Ooh, I want this. And then next thing you know, you're buying all your wish list plants on Etsy, right? And then you just you gotta explain to your husband, like, I'm sorry, our bank account is so low. But look at all these plants that we have. He's gonna say, okay, you can eat those plants for dinner, okay? Because we're not buying any food. Okay, I think this one is okay, ready for rinsing. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. maybe they're not multiple plants. I mean, they don't really support each other that well. They're like all flimsy. Is that normal? I just look at this a little bit more, see what the heck is going on. Maybe it'll be clearer once I rinse it off. So I stumbled upon this new YouTube channel called Really Big Plant. Shout out to Really Big Plant. If you're watching, you're probably not, but shout out if you are. I think she's just hilarious. And she says that she volunteers at like her gardening at a gardening place, and like I so want to do that. Like I would love to do that. I don't think I could do that here because I couldn't speak to customers. I really have to learn how to speak Spanish so I can get a job at a gardening center. That's the only reason to learn Spanish. That's my only reason. But yeah, oh my God, I'm so envious that she gets to take home like all these cuttings and like trash plants. I mean, obviously she said she pays like $5 for them, or yeah, $5 for them. So, I mean, I guess it's not free, but like I was looking at her videos yesterday and like stumbled upon, she rescued a, what was it? A caladium hilo. Oh my God, it was, first of all, it was hilarious the state that she had it in, because she had found it as like a little cutting that someone had left for her, and so she put it in a little Ziploc bag. She filmed that, and then she puts it in her bag. She fills it with air, which is really, really clever. I'm gonna use that in the future. and then she like forgets about it in her bag, and then when she takes it out, it's like molding and disgusting, and I was just like, I was in it. I was like, oh no, oh no. Like, how could you do that? I would have been so excited. I mean, I would have been super excited to like, you know, plant that up, but I guess that just makes the plant hardier, right? They have to grow in these like crazy conditions. Anyway, so when she pulls it out of the Ziploc bag, there's like a little sprout in there amongst the rotting leaves. Like literally there was mold on the leaves. It was so funny. And she plants it up, and it's just so beautiful. It was so beautiful. You should go check out that video. I mean, it's one of her, I think it's one of her most popular videos. But oh my God, the second I saw that, I texted my husband right away and I told him, new wish list plant. So pretty, so pretty. And I don't have any caladiums. I don't know, I'm a little bit afraid of killing them. So I mean, they're beautiful and everything, but they just look like super difficult plants. But apparently not, because I mean, that one that she had, it lived in a Ziploc bag for like 2 weeks, I think. It was molding, and it still sprouted a new leaf. So I guess maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should start collecting caladium from now on, because they're super pretty and apparently they're really hardy. Man, I hope these plants live. I feel like I want to cut it so that it's smaller, but then at the same time, I'm a little bit afraid. You guys ever get that feeling like you buy this plant and then like you want to cut it, but then it just like hurts your soul? I don't know, it hurts my soul to cut my plants. I'm just like cringing every time I put a scissor next to my plants. Like, are you guys like that? Anyway, especially this one is like so like hard to come by. I mean, that's one of the reasons I bought two. So maybe I'll cut one and then leave the other one big, who knows. I just really wanted to see what it was like in the pot, because like there was almost no soil in the pot. I mean, it kept tipping over, so obviously the soil kept falling out. But yeah, I just really wanted to see, you know, what it was like in the pot, what we're working with, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna, you know, cut it up if there were no roots, or maybe like water propagate them, you know, propagate them in the pond. But I mean, roots are looking pretty okay. So now I have to decide what I want to do, because I have so many possibilities now. Let me figure that out while I'm taking this soil out. I just want to let you know that repotting is not this difficult, okay? I'm only making it super difficult because I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to get out of soil. Like, I don't want soil in my house. I don't want my plants to be growing in soil, because if you watch my other videos, I don't have time to water all my plants, and I want to transition them all into semi-hydroponic. So that's the only reason I'm taking out all these soil and, you know, making this way more difficult than it needs to be. Like if I was just going to repot this in like a normal medium, in a regular pot in soil, that would take like 5 minutes. Just take it out, put it in a new pot, put it in soil, and we're done. But I just make it like 100 times harder by trying to convert it to semi-hydro. I'm hoping in the long run it's worth it. So the plants that I've already converted like a month ago, they're all putting out new leaves, and they're all doing really good. And I don't have to worry about, you know, oh, how dry is the soil and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll pick up a plant and it'll be super dusty and neglected, and it's like hanging on for dear life. One example of that is my Dallas fern. Oh my god, it's been so neglected. At first, when I first bought it, I put it on a really top shelf because it looked really pretty there, and it didn't have a tray, so it was super difficult to water. And so it got so dry that when I would water it, the water would run straight through, and then it became a headache to water, because then I have to like take it down, put it on a tray, bottom water it, and wait forever for it to absorb the water. So then the more cumbersome it became, the more neglected it was, and then it started like getting angry at me. So then when we moved into this new place, I had to rearrange all my plants, and instead of putting it on the top, I put it on one of my lower shelves, thinking that I would get to it more often. And I mean, I guess I do get to it more often, but it is so angry with me. Like, let me show you this back here. Let me show you the state of this Dallas fern. This is my Dallas fern. So from the front, it looks beautiful. Like, you would never know. You could never tell that it was neglected. But on the back, it's so dry. It's so dry. Like, I don't even know how to repot a fern. And it's so bushy, I can't even see the pot. So it's super difficult to water. I'm like, it's like trying to control my hair. Like, my hair is really bushy and crazy. It's really frizzy. So if anybody knows how to help with that, please help. Anyway, I have to push it aside and see how it is and try to bottom water it. Actually, it's pretty well watered right now, so kudos to me. Anyway, so that's my, so I want to, I don't know, does anybody have any experience converting ferns to semi-hydro? I'm not sure. I'm actually a little bit scared that if I take it out of the pot, that the whole thing's just gonna fall apart, like as if it's being held together by, I don't know. Anyway, so I have to, there are some plants that I'm a little bit afraid to turn to semi-hydro because I don't know how they'll do. And anyway, it's not like I have a short list of plants that I'm trying to convert, and I don't have that much time, so we're taking it slowly. Oh, the other thing that made me switch to semi-hydro is, oh my god, the amount of fungus gnats that were coming out of my plants. Like, I try not to overwater I mean, if anything, I underwater because I just don't have the time. And like, one of the plants that gave me the worst issues, actually I don't even know the name of it because it was a gift. I think it was more of a flower than a house plant. But oh my god, if I didn't water it, it was like super dramatic and drooping. And when I did water it, it would be like 1,000 fungus gnats that came out. So like, it was like a lose-lose. I mean, I'm grateful for the plant, but oh man, like, was it a pain in my neck? And then eventually I kind of lost it because it came down with thrips. So, I mean, that plant was like, not the best. Like, fungus gnats, dramatic, never looked good, didn't flower. And then it came down with thrips. So I had to like, I had to get rid of it. I mean, to be honest, it just wasn't worth it anymore. It was so badly infested with thrips. And then on top of that, I had to like check all my other plants. So I have a couple plants right now in quarantine because I saw some thrips on them. So hopefully they'll make it, but they're pretty bushy. I think worst case scenario, I will take some cuttings off of it just to have the plant, because the ones that have thrips is my Alocasia frydek, which I don't want to lose. I really don't want to lose that one. And my Monstera addisonii. That one, it was quite difficult for me to find actually. So I really don't want to lose that one either. And it's so full and lush. It's just beautiful. Talking about thrips just stresses me out. Anyway, I'm gonna rinse these off. Hey guys, okay. So here's what I decided to do. It's a lot, so please bear with me. I wanted to experiment on my channel with different ways of converting plants into semi-hydroponic. And I know that plants don't behave the same, so I'm just going to test it out on any plant that I'm going to be converting. So I'm just going to lay out all my pots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to propagate a couple cuttings in pond, a couple cuttings in leca, a couple cuttings in water, and I'm going to do a direct conversion. So I'm going to do one with water therapy and one directly potting into leca, and then seeing which one does better. We'll compare the results in maybe like a month to see which method is better, because I know the question arises a lot when people get a plant that they want to convert into semi-hydroponic. Is it better to straight convert the entire plant, or should they, you know, take cuttings? Which one is easier? Which one is the better option? I'm trying to find my scissors. I'm sorry, like a mess. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find my scissors. Right, I found my scissors. Okay, so I'm gonna start chopping now. There is like a little bit of air roots on these plants. Like they're not the best, but they're like little nubs, so we will get something. And I know it depends like on where I cut it, whether I'm gonna get variegation or not, but I don't have time for that. I think it's okay. But I also heard that I'm cutting off these ones where the leaves fell off. So I heard that with the pink princess, I heard that the more light that you give it, the more variegation you're gonna get. Is that true? Does anybody know? If you know, if you have experience with your pink princess, maybe giving you more variegation, if you give more light, let me know, please. Okay, time to start chopping. This is how I am every time I cut a plant. Like it just hurts me to make the first cut. So I'm just like, am I gonna cut it? Am I not gonna cut it? Also, where am I gonna cut it? It hurts. It actually hurts. Also, I don't know what the situation is down here. Like, I have this little baby one coming out. What do I do with that? just gonna take off this rotting sheath. Oh man, I don't want to kill this baby. Do I pull it? How did it even happen? I don't even know what it's attached to. I want to save this baby so bad. It has roots. Maybe I should try to untangle the roots of this baby. Like, where did it even come from? How? Did they just plant a baby in here? Okay, I'm gonna try to untangle this baby roots because I think this baby is adorable and I just want to see where it goes. So, just give me a minute while I try to untangle this one. Any reason not to cut, huh? Oh, I think they're coming apart. I think I can wiggle these apart. They're kind of separating a little bit. Oh, man. These roots, no, they're so tangled. Oh, it's coming loose. It's coming loose, guys. Oh man, I'm breaking a sweat over here trying to untangle these. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Am I too delicate with my plants? Some people that I watch on YouTube are so vicious with their plants. Like, does that come with experience? It's just like, it'll be okay. The plant will live. Is it like, if you put your plant through rough times, will it survive better? Okay, I got one root out. Do I just like pull? Just pull? Oh, actually being a little rough actually dislodged it. So I guess being gentle just wastes your time, huh? Because I was a little bit rougher and it came out. It came out. Look at the little baby. Focus. Focus. Come on. There we go. Look at the little baby. It's got a pretty good root system actually. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this one. Maybe I'll put it in water. It's so cute. Okay, now let me try to untangle. Clearly all these are different plants. I mean, I guess I kind of knew that because, you know, aroids only grow one way. But now I'm gonna try to pull these roots apart without breaking, trying not to break too much of it, I guess. What do I do? They're so tangled. I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull it. Are you gonna yell at me? Are you yelling at me? I did it. I did it. Oof. Let's see how much broke. Ah. No. Oh man, I gotta get rid of all these broken roots now. Oops. Oops. Oh no. I feel like I'm breaking more off doing this too. I'm gonna go rinse it again after I'm done. Okay. Now for this one. Okay, I'll be back after I've separated everything and rinsed them off.